Hey everyone, I hope you're surviving lockdown okay. We'd love to be celebrating at Glastonbury Festival with you this year, but instead we've got just a little offering from the Tipi Field to keep your spirits up.
Once upon a time, there was a grandmother and a granddaughter, and they sat by a fire. Granddaughter leaned in. "Who do you go to when you ask the big questions?" Grandmother smiled. "I got lost in the fierce forest once. There was a sound of the blowing wind, and an owl hooted, a twig snapped. I was scared. But then a deer came, a tall deer, and she led me all the way home. Since then, I've always asked the deer, 'I'm going to see one now. Would you like to come?'" The girls smiled and nodded. They gathered their things and they walked. They walked through trees that rose up to the sky and were rooted deep in the solid earth. They walked past babbling brooks and silver rivers. They walked. They arrived at an ancient yew. "Here," said Grandmother. They laid out their things, making altars to the 4 directions. The sweet wind, the wise, wise air. They made a fire, burning bright. Flowing water they made an altar to, and the precious earth. "What are you going to ask?" whispered Granddaughter, as she lay down with her heart to the soil. "I have no questions," said Grandmother. "I come because I know it is time." Presently, the air was filled with a golden pale light, and there stood a woman. Her bright boned antlers reached all the way up to the sky. Where the antlers touched the sky, starlight began to drizzle down, making a spiral staircase. The old woman stood and carefully began to walk up the staircase. "I'm coming," the girl called out. "It's not your time," said the woman with the antlers. "You need to stay planted here." The girl's eyes looked at the earth. "It's okay. She'll visit you. She'll visit you in your dreams. She'll visit you in your midnight skies." And that is how we all have the ancestors up in the night sky, living amongst the moons and the planets. That is how we can be here, star-filled, giving thanks to all of our ancestors, giving thanks to the earth and the air, the fire and the water. May we all live happy ever after.